Konnichiwa, and welcome to the Quest Company, episode 14.
My name is Zara, and I'm a skilled, trained healing cleric and a powerful elf unlike any you've ever seen before. Well, I guess I should say unlike any I have ever seen before, since I've never seen an actual elf in my life. You see, I was raised in a very sheltered, secluded forest by my adopted mother, a gnome paladin, Gulliana, or I would call her Mama G. See, I was dropped on Mama G's doorstep as a baby, and she believed it was her duty by the gods to raise me and train me to be a great warrior and healer. We had a good, quiet life together, which sadly recently ended as Mama G died this year. Before she passed, she was tormented by dreams and was going mad. She kept telling me there was more I needed to know, and I needed to find a letter, and after tearing the house apart, I finally found it, but it was too late. She was gone. And now my life is riddled with questions. What is so important about this letter? And why didn't she tell me about it sooner? And the worst part of all, no matter how hard I try, I can't open it. So my mission is to open this letter and find out who I truly am.
Tabitha was abandoned by both her parents when she was just a baby. She grew up alone, but was somehow always taken care of. She learned how to make weapons for herself and trained herself for protection. When she was 16, she killed the leader of the town, Crestport, and most of his forces. And no one knows why she killed him. But for that, she spent 8 years isolated in prison.
I am Frank. Bony, lacking flesh, a harbor for foreign moss, a simple skeleton. My death should come as no surprise, seeing as that I am no longer alive, but it happened and it was wet. My father, Ralph, he let me call him Ralph, taught me the secrets of the seas. Well, not all of the seas, mostly the 100-mile radius around our hometown of Bankland. When I was a teenager, this is back when I had skin and whatnot, my father, Ralph, he was a bounty hunter or something. I could never find out for sure. He just disappeared from the ship that I was on, and that turned into a whole ordeal. Some people in Bankland, more specifically a bastard by the name of Salty Jim, wondered out loudly how the hell such a seasoned sailor can end up just up and vanish. And so he was paying my father or something for deeds, and he wasn't happy at the loss, so he blamed Ralph's death on me. And if you must really know, I was put in prison and with this wizard dude guy named Mike. But he preferred to be called Old Mike. Mike saw something in me, or what the what, and gave me his wizard book, which I used to kill Salty Jim's entire crew. As you can imagine, Salty Jim was not a big fan of this turn of events, and he tried to kill me. Well, kill is such a big word. Let's say he tried to dispose of me with a certain length of chain. So while my body drowned out in the sea, me was still alive for some reason. And I just followed the dark sea for a while, walking along the bedrock until time no longer existed, and fish had just ripped and torn at my body until I was nothing more than a few clumps of meat stuck on some stubborn bones. I came across an island at one point, free of any trees or life, and I sat there, waiting for my bones to dry and my soul to leave this corporeal plane, but my bones simply never ceased dripping, and moss began to grow in places. So I took this as a challenge. A second chance for vengeance, a return, an opportunity rare and incredible. I knew at that moment, at that precise moment, that I would destroy the Salty Jim, that mongoloid fuck, that literal bastard, even if it cost me my soul.
Hello. My name is Roarke Blackwater. I was born on my mother's ship, the Devil's Maiden, 7 years after she became Pirate Queen. I only ever heard rumors and whispers of how my mother gained her title. I grew up on the ship, learning from an early age the ways of the sea and of piracy. Never knew my father and was never told much about him. As I grew up, I trained extensively in fighting with 2 blades and became quite the expert swordsman. I was always well liked by the crew, even more so than my mother, who they thought at times could be cruel and unfair to them. When I was close to coming of age, there was secret talk amongst the crew of me perhaps taking over for her. I'd begun to be a part of our planning and war council and shown myself to be a fearless fighter and a natural leader. The last few raids we went on in which my ideas were ignored hadn't gone well, and the crew wasn't happy. Once she caught wind of this potential mutiny, she was enraged and decided to squash it by marooning me on a remote island, bound, gagged, and blindfolded. By the time I was able to free myself, the Devil's Maiden was long gone. I was on the island for weeks, living off what edible vegetation I could find and spearfishing in a nearby reef. One day, a small fishing boat happened to pass by and saw my smoke signals calling for help. Despite them being terrified by my appearance once they were close enough to get a good look at me, I convinced them to give me safe passage back to the mainland. That was 5 years ago. Since then, I've found work as a bounty hunter and mercenary, mostly for coastal law enforcement. I hunt pirates. Not because I have a strong desire to bring them to justice, but because I'm looking for a way to find my mother. With every pirate I capture, it's one more clue, one step closer to catching up with her. When I track her down, I will kill her, and I will claim the Devil's Maiden as my own.
Previously on the Quest Company.
Bring on the booze!
And I wink at him again.
He's got shit in his eye.
And Abernathy is given the gold, and Montgomery walks over.
Will you be collecting your compatriots now, or are you just going to leave them there?
Don't sleep on the bed with me.
Just calm down.
Sleep on the
Calm
ground.
down. Can I have a coat?
You guys rest until the next morning, and begin to stir. There's a man outside waiting for you guys. He's Kedmir. Kedmir's the steward of the Baron. I've been sent by the Baron. He would like to meet the heroes of his town.
Great.
Lead the way, kids.
Excellent. I cannot thank you enough for what you have done for our town. Would you please join me and tell me all about what has been happening? Would you like some? And he hands you fish.
Can't eat.
I apologize.
It's okay.
Puts it down.
It's okay, Glenn. I think.
Would anyone else like fish?
Absolutely.
He passes you some fish.
Great.
But would you please pass along to Antoine that I would like to assist his town in any way possible, and that I agree to his terms. As you guys get up, you just hear a slight and you look back at him and just
Oh, he's.
he this light kind of leaves your hand and enters his body, and for a second you see his eyes calm. And just all this blood comes back out.
I do cure wounds as well.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be helping. Zara and Frank, you feel sharp
going
pains
down.
wrap on the back of your head, and everything just goes black. One swings at you and misses, and the second one swings at you, misses. And as you dodge out of that one, the third one just clips you across the head.
So that negative one, if I only had 2 hit points, or am I just dead?
You're unconscious.
Okay.
That's 12.
Okay,
Did you have 12?
I had 12.
he right across the front of your face. Black. Episode now starts with R.I.P. Heath.
Rip Heath Ledger.
Never forget.
Rip Glenn.
Rip Glenn!
Oh. Gosh, I try to save that guy.
From Lost?
Rip both Glens.
All right, so
Yay.
I love that show.
Starting off strong.
Whole new tangent.
4, 8, 16, 15.
42.
The world just ended.
It was a dream.
Anywho.
It actually was purgatory.
So, Frank, Tabitha, Zara, Roarke.
Yeah.
Dead.
You begin coming to consciousness. Tabitha, a sight you've seen many times in your life. Bars. All around you. You are in a prison cell. You see your friends next to you. None of them have armor on. None of them have weapons, and nobody has packs.
Is my amulet on?
Mm-hmm.
I almost cried about being in prison
Everyone else,
again.
you guys come to consciousness. Your inventory is completely empty currently.
I'm just gonna go. I'm going to sit in the
Are we
corner,
bound?
crumbled in the jail cell.
No, you're just thrown in the prison.
Well, guys, I can get out of here. It's bars, right?
It's currently bars.
It's bars.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just sitting in the corner, kind of like.
I can try to get out of here. If I take each one of my bones and put it through the end, can I fit my head through the bars?
You cannot fit your skull through the bars.
Damn it!
Will everything else fit?
Damn it!
Will everything else fit besides your skull?
My pelvis bone might not.
Your torso probably won't.
My
either.
torso either.
Describe to us what the the gate of the prison cell looks like? What's the
Just
situation?
iron.
Just iron?
Iron bars.
And then like a hallway, I'm assuming?
Yeah,
Or,
you
okay.
see a hall on the other side.
Would I recognize
Thank
this
you.
jail cell as my jail cell?
No.
It's a different jail cell.
Yeah, it's completely dark.
Still sucks ass.
Yes, it does.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, well, we can use my hand to try to pick the lock.
You also, if you
Want to do that?
if you took your, you can still move your arm. Like it could crawl around,
Crawl around
right?
somewhere, yeah, but I can't see it where it's going.
Shit. Wait, is there just one cell, or is there like a row of cells, but we're the only ones in a cell?
Damn it.
You currently can only see walls on your sides, walls behind you, the wall of bars in front of you, and another side of a hallway, which is just stone walls. And you are able to see because of your dark vision. It is pitch black.
Shit.
And then you sing the song again.
Oh, God. Okay,
Right?
well, I can't get my head through the
Oh gosh.
bars, can
We're
I?
losing him.
I can't get my head through the bars.
You sing the song again, and in your head.
Tabitha?
Wait,
Please don't
And
sing.
then you sing the song
Tabitha.
again, and in your head it never ends.
Tabitha.
And then you sing
Tabitha,
the
are you
song
okay?
again, and in your
Tabitha.
I grab her face
You do.
and I look her right in the
And
eyes.
then you sing the song again, and in your head it never ends.
Tabitha,
And
hey,
then you
hey,
sing
hey,
the song again.
we're
and in
alive,
your head
all
it
right?
She'll be
never
fine.
ends.
It's jail.
Hey,
And
we're
then you sing the song.
It does
again,
things
and
to
in your
people.
head
She'll
it
be
never
fine.
ends.
Tabitha.
Just let her be.
And
We're
then you
alive.
sing
We
the
can
song
get out of
again,
here.
and
You
in
just
your
need
head
to.
it never
I can't
ends.
think. I can't think.
Roarke, you
And
need to
then
calm
sing
down,
the song
okay?
again, and in your head it never
It'll be
ends.
fine. Have you ever been in jail?
And then
You've been in
you
jail,
sing the
right?
song again, and in your head it never
No, actually, I haven't.
Okay, well, it's
That's
kind of like
profiling.
this.
And in your head it never ends.
Well, it's kind of like this, okay?
And then you sing the song again,
Oh my
and
God.
in your head it
It'll be
never
fine,
ends.
Roarke. Just let her talk it out.
And
She'll
then you
eventually
sing
fall
the
asleep or
song
something.
again, and in your head it never ends.
Okay, so
And then you sing the
so
song
should we wait for somebody to come, or should we try to make some sort of action? Zarya, what do you think? I haven't heard anything from you.
I'm just trying to think. I mean, I can make everything quiet. I can give us silence. I can.
In your head, it never ends.
We might as
If you want
well.
to do that for the sake of Roarke, go ahead. But I'm just immune to this.
Yeah, I'm fine without it. I think. I would like. So how far can I get to the gate to like peek my head out and like see down the hallway?
Can't fit your head through.
You can't fit your head through the bars.
Yeah, but like, can I like turn and try to get as
You
much
can
of
try.
a far?
It's very dark in here. You can see well because you have dark vision, but you go like looking as far the best angle you can get. It just seems to continue down a hallway.
And then
Is there a cell
Yeah,
across
honestly-
from us?
Looking on either way, you just see where the hall bends another direction.
Well, it's a good sign that they haven't killed us yet. They obviously
That's not
must
always
want
a good
something.
thing. That could be a very bad thing, actually.
Yeah, from experience,
And then you
it's
sing
usually not great.
Well,
Usually
then
a
let's
bad
try to get
thing.
out of here.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to
Yeah,
think how
I'm
we're going to
sorry.
get out
I'm
of
sorry.
here.
With your skeleton, with you.
You
being
hear what
Can't fit
sounds like
through.
metal smacking on a bar. Shut up in there!
Hey, fuck you!
You start to hear footsteps coming towards the door.
Good.
Soon one of the guards appears at the door. What was that?
He
I
said,
said
fuck
it.
you.
Yeah, I did.
Can I
I want to roll intimidation.
while they're fighting to try to get
Go ahead and roll
hand,
intimidation at disadvantage.
get my hand through the bars to get the keys off his pocket?
He doesn't have keys on his pocket.
Does he have anything on his pocket?
No.
What's
Is there
around the
anything
bar?
Is there
He has a bar in his
anything?
hand.
A metal bar.
Ah,
Is there
the
anything on
damn
the ground?
disadvantage. That's a 9.
What now?
Is there anything on the ground?
In the cage? No. Trying to put on your best face. He seems phased for a second, and then he's like, "I'm not the one behind bars," and just walks away.
Yeah, well, if you were on the other side, I'd sure fuck your shit up.
He just walks away.
Is there a cell across the
No,
hall?
it's just a wall.
Okay, just a wall.
Damn it!
Roarke, it's okay. These things happen. These things just happen.
Frank, can you pick the lock? I say quietly.
I can
not
try.
So the guy down the hall can hear.
Tabitha, would you be willing to pick a lock, or are you just gonna sing?
Tabitha, you know how you always wanted Frank toes? Frank Little Happy Toes?
No, she'll be fine. I'll try it out. I'll try it.
Toes and
Gonna
fingers.
Yeah, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. Or not sleight of hand, just make a dex. It is just a dex check. I looked this up today.
13.
A 13. Go ahead and make a
Strength.
a constitution check.
Not 20.
Nat 20.
Proud of you.
Your hand, like the bones are able to like do this without snapping, but you work at it for a good chunk of time but can't get it to make any progress.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
As time passes, you trying to pick this. Once you are finally, it's not going to happen. You guys begin to hear. Go ahead and roll perception, everybody.
19.
And then you sing the song again.
18.
9.
19. Frank and Roarke, you hear the sound of what sounds like multiple footsteps.
I pull my hand out.
You put your hand out
Yeah.
of the lock and sit back down or whatever.
I stand right at the front.
Okay, you do. Walking up to the doors, you see 10 guards that are all in formation. The first guard in the lineup is the one that you were mocking. 14 to hit you.
Unarmored is 10 plus my dex, right?
Yeah, so it's a 13.
Yeah.
As you see his face, crack, 4 points of damage right on the face.
Where are we at damage-wise?
You have healed. You long rested.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
Great. Just curious.
question?
Nothing. I just... We're good.
Okay.
So as he hits me across the face, I take a step back so I'm out of range of his arm from the door, and I spit.
Okay. At his feet or just to the side?
At his feet.
Okay, sweet. The guards begin opening the door.
I'm going to way cower in the back.
Sweet, you go straight to the back. The first guards start to come through the doors. If you are attempting to resist whatever is about to happen, let me know now.
I am absolutely resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Go ahead and roll a strength check, Roarke.
15.
Okay. The guard that hit you across the face comes to grab you and you start resisting, and he just cracks you on the side of the head again, and you black out. And they start dragging your body out. 4 more guards enter the room, and one grabs Frank and just starts to take you out of the room. One grabs Zara, and one grabs Tabitha.
I'm still singing my song.
Okay, you're still singing your song. You guys are led behind Roarke, who is being dragged or drugged through the halls, his feet completely limp. And they walk through some black halls for a little bit. You guys walk out of your cell. You guys take an immediate left. There's nothing to write a map down on. Zara?
Valid point.
Dang it.
It's okay.
You can just remember.
What now?
Oh, I said we take a left.
Sorry, you guys take a left. Then you take another left. It's the only option. There aren't multiple split-offs. You guys travel straight down the area a little bit, and you take a right into a very dark room. 2 torches burn on the sides of the walls, and there's a table in the middle of the room. There are 4 empty chairs on one side of the table, and on the other side there's an empty single chair. The guards walk you to each of the chairs and sit you down. Roarke, they just throw in the chair a little bit. And the guard who Roarke spit at slaps Roarke across the face really hard. You take 1 point of damage, but come back to your conscious state. And the guards leave the room. But you guys, before doing that, are manacled to the chairs. You currently can't move. Let's rephrase. Not manacled. Tied. Yes, right.
Tied with rope
Yes.
or chains?
You're tied with rope.
Okay.
You are, in case we're going to ask, you are tied around your ankles to the legs of the chairs, and you are tied around your wrists to the arms of the chairs.
Okay. Just with rope?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of hang my head and keep singing to myself.
Okay, you do.
Frank, so we're tied like this, and it's tied around the wrists, right here. Is it before this little bone or after?
It's right on it.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull my hands back as hard as I can.
Okay.
Till my hands pop off.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
There you go, Frank.
16, 17.
Easy. Your arms slip
Lean
out.
forward, attach my hands again.
Okay.
Pop them back on, and then untie my feet.
You start untying your feet.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's about the point that the door opens.
Shoot.
And a rather old, grizzled-looking human steps in the room.
Mm-hmm.
He has a large sword on his back, and 2 guards are flanking behind him. And the door opens.
Look at this. I just kind of sit back down in the chair.
Thank you.
Joining us, we have Mr. Joseph Leitess,
Hello, everybody.
who is going to be playing fantastic, wonderful character. Corin, go ahead and roll perception for me.
Great.
Frank, you're just sitting in the chair.
That would be a 7 plus... Is this just passive?
Oh, no. Just like you would add your perception modifier.
Great.
You can use my box.
Thank you.
I cross one leg over the other.
That is
One over the other.
a 5 altogether. So that is that's a 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't notice that Frank's hands are untied straight off the bat because he is set down very quick.
Great.
However, you didn't finish untying your legs, so you just pull the one leg free of the foot and just cross the tibia over your femur, and are just sitting legs crossed and arms where they should be. You see a skeleton.
Hello. I am Inquisitor Corin. You've been treated well, I hope. Did somebody hit you?
Plenty of people hit Roarke.
Which one was it?
Is the one in the room?
Nope.
The ugliest fucker over there.
Right. All right. Could I get your names from my personal records? I'd like to ask you a few questions, and I think that's the best place to start.
Before you ask us any questions, I got a question for you. What the hell are we in here for?
Well, you have been accused of the murder of Baron Dagon.
That's what I thought.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that's bullshit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what it is that I know. I know that there's a town that's been under attack by a cult that is spreading plague and germs. I know that the proprietor of a local bar is missing. I know that 2 bodies were found by the sewer entrance, their faces disfigured and blistered. I know that the owner of the local brothel is missing, presumed dead after a very public showdown featuring you. This showdown left 2 prostitutes dead, a beloved saxophonist is missing, and a crowd of people were deafened and injured. I also know that you were the honored guests of Baron Dagon, and I also know that he was poisoned. Furthermore, he was a man of great honor and he was my friend. So once again, I would like to get your names for my personal records, please. Starting with you.
And he points at Frank.
Maria.
Maria. Thank you, Maria. And he looks at Tabitha and he actually says, I already know you.
Oh. I immediately stop singing.
You do.
What's your name?
Galliana.
Galliana.
I'm going back to singing.
I glare at him for a bit.
Okay.
The only way out of here is with me.
Blackwater.
What brings you to Dagger Point?
Is he sitting down?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay.
There's a chair on the opposite side of the table for you to be sitting in. If you
Can it be a stool?
Sure.
Got a big old sword and it needs to hang free.
Love it. It's a stool. Is that your catchphrase?
Got a big old sword and it needs to hang free.
I like it rather being... Is there a stool?
Is there a stool? Can it be a stool?
Can it be a stool?
Absolutely.
That's a much better catchphrase than I
Can
have.
it be a stool? I got a big old sword. Yeah, great. So I'm sitting here across from Maria. I know who Tabitha is. Gulliana and Blackwater, if they are to be believed. And I'm waiting after that last question. What brings you to Dagger Point?
Roarke, you go ahead.
Well, you got a minute?
Rourke, you say, and I write that down too. I'm listening.
Alright, look. If you're so interested in what the hell's going on, first of all, I don't know where the hell Kedmir is, but his ass should be here too. He's the one that's behind all this shit to begin with. We came to Dagger Point because we were sent by a satyr who lives in the whatever the hell woods. Hollow Woods. He put the entire city of Crestport to sleep, and we were sent after the plague cult, who has been plaguing Dagger Point for years, is what we were told. The bar owner that's missing, the prostitutes, just about everybody you mentioned that's dead except for Dan Dantonite, part of the plague cult.
Do you have any witnesses that would corroborate this story?
Stanley.
Marcus.
Stanley, are you referring to the man whose mind has been wiped so many times that he just started a church and a brothel?
Yeah. It's a church to the god of beauty.
Right, please continue. Right, please continue.
Just about everybody you mentioned was part of the plague cult, particularly Matron Margot, who was the owner of the Peach Pit. We killed them. She's working for a certain creature named Bolest, spreading plague. We killed her. Bolest is missing. We went to a festival. Next morning, we were asked by Baron Dagon through his steward, what's his shit? Kedmir. We had a nice brunch. Baron Dagon fell over dead. We were attacked by the guards. Happy?
No, I'm very unhappy.
Yeah, well, me too.
I gotta say I'm a little bit confused. There's a lot of people who are vouching for you guys, saying that you have freed the town, saying that you have brought an end to their fear, the ability that they couldn't have.
But what?
Well, I'm going to read to you a statement that was given to
by
me.
Who?
Lord Kedmir, a man whose word I have no reason to doubt. I'm going to read it, and I want to tell me your version of events.
Go right ahead, Inquisitor.
The so-called heroes...
I said I just kind of kick back as much as I can in my seat.
The so-called heroes of Crestport were brought as guests of my lord, the Honorable Baron Dagon. In a momentary lapse, I left my post at his side to attend to young Master Flynn. By the time I returned to the banquet hall, these villains had poisoned my lord. 2 guards were injured in attempting to bring these monsters to justice.
Does this man have any proof that we poisoned the king?
He has his own word. And also it was a baron.
Yeah, whatever. We also have our own words.
Yeah, and the word of a shitload of other people. So, don't know what that means for you, Inquisitor.
Look, you searched us. You took everything we had. We had no poisons. We had nothing of the kind. We had never been in that place. We didn't even know where we were going. Kedmir had to bring us to that spot. In all of our time at Dagger Point, we've never been there. Met him the first time, ate the same food at the same table. None of our possessions could have poisoned him.
What reason would we have to kill the Baron?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Clearly there's no alibi.
Mark,
because we were there.
You need to...
You know that we were there. You know that we were invited.
Right. I do.
Question
That's
for
all
you.
we know as well.
Why, according to this series of events that has been outlined in this testimony by the Lord Kedmir, you injured gods. What happened?
Because they attacked us as soon as the Baron fell over. Because I assume that they were trying to figure out whether we had done it or not. And we're telling you right now that we did not do this.
They didn't give aid to the Baron?
No.
No one gave aid to the Baron except us. Also, a question for you, Inquisitor. Is Kedmir running things now?
I must say the political circle is not what I am most interested in. But yes, it would appear that he is in a sort of advisory position to the young Master Flynn.
It doesn't seem of any interest to you? Why is that?
What a surprise!
I have no reason to distrust the Lord Kedmir or his words.
Well,
so you have reason to distrust most of the citizens of Dagger Point, then?
I have reason to distrust people who travel in the company of a mass murderer. I have reasons to distrust an undead creation of some sort that I am at this point unable to chronicle or identify.
That's a little mean.
I am somewhat distrustful of a mercenary and a bounty hunter.
How did you know me?
That's racist.
Lady, everybody knows what happened in Crestport. Do your friends not know?
Tabitha, you want to say something else?
Yeah, you want to say
Because
something?
I'm tired of you. Lying to us all the time, Tabitha.
You never asked.
Montgomery, Cataline, Dakota, Pace, and Sherman, Luciana. These names don't mean anything to you people, and you've been traveling with this woman.
What? Montgomery?
Constance, Rose.
The contest guy, Montgomery?
I don't know who you're referring to. I'm referring to somebody who died 8 years ago. All murdered in a single night. For what? Where have they gone? I don't know that, but I know the people that they left behind, and I know the person who did it, and apparently you fuckers don't.
And I spend my time doing it, so I don't know why it's coming back up.
8 full years, how did you ever manage? 8 full years. I wonder how many years you took.
Well, Tabitha.
Listen.
Okay, no one
You learn
asked
something
me
new
why
every
I was
day,
in
I
prison.
guess.
Listen. Tabitha's criminal history is not an issue at the moment. The issue...
Would you vouch for this woman?
I would. She could have killed me.
No.
She could have killed me many a time.
Frank.
I wouldn't vouch for you.
The fact is...
Frank would not vouch for you.
I am just
know.
writing furiously in my notebook. Like
fact
for the listener, it never stops. I am constantly every piece of information gets written down.
The fact is, this woman jumped over a pit to save me, and she could have let me die. And she had many a time to kill me, and she never has.
Who are you?
That is a good question.
I must say...
Because you don't know. We don't know anything about Zara.
I must say, you are in some strange company. Who are
It's
you?
true. I really don't even know how I got here. And you know what? Okay, so I'm an elf who was in...
Wow.
I'm gonna say that Corin kind of cocks his head at that, but doesn't interrupt.
Okay, well, I think I'm an elf. And I lived all my life in my town, and then one day I went into the town, and these plague people came, and essentially they took me as prisoner, and they were going to throw me or use me or something for the plague. And then these guys saved my butt. So I'm their life debt.
A life debt.
Yeah.
A life? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that like a contractual obligation or something?
Not
Is there
to
some
me.
law
I
I'm
haven't
not
written
aware of?
anything
It's
out.
a verbal contract.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's been pretty vague.
It has. We actually should hash out the details once you unchain us for a crime we didn't commit.
So just because I committed mass murder, now you're just gonna blame it on me?
I don't even respond. I just look.
No. Okay, look, I was sent by my employer, and I already paid the debt and did my time with the Lord Antoine of Crestport. So why would he want me dead if he's using me for his political gain? Or want me in prison, so maybe you should bring that up with him.
Let's return to Crestport. What is
Fine,
happening?
We'd like to.
Unchain us.
We'd very much like
That's
to
where
return
we
to
were going.
Crestport.
Go to Lord
Everyone
Antoine,
there
and
is
he will
passed
tell you...
out.
I was referring to rhetorically for that reason. What is the source of the enchantment?
We've told you, Cedron, what is it called?
A satyr.
A satyr who lives in the forest out there was angry because all of his animals were turning into these explosive things of disgusting filth. He was trying to murder us, and he said, okay, well, I want you to fix this. I want you to fix what's going on with my creatures. And we're like, okay. And he said, over in Dagger Point, there's some people who have some sort of strange poison or something, and they're the reason that my animals are getting killed. And so we came up here to fix this problem that was happening around with all the fucking people, and now we're here.
Wait, I can show you.
Yes?
Well, why don't we just take him to the the cave?
Margot exploded.
No, the cave, Frank.
Why?
And show him the pot of...
Pot of what?
The pot
The
of
cauldron?
poison, yes.
What does that do any good? What does that do him any good?
I'm writing it down.
Because he's talking about plagued people with burnt off faces, Frank. And
He knows the plague happened.
So why...
Listen, Inquisitor. I think this is bigger than the plague. I think somebody's trying to take out each leader of the town
That's a
because of
jump.
the war. First, Lord Antoine's city, Crestport, goes down, and everybody's sleeping. And now, Dagon. I say his name correctly. Glenn. Now Glenn.
My good friend, yes.
So, there's something fishy happening here. People are getting taken out one by one. And it had to do... Glenn mentioned to us that he had a big... he wanted to help Lord Antoine in the war somehow. And he was willing to make a move. That was the last thing he told us. And he wanted us to send that message to him.
Wait, could you repeat that slower? I'm sorry, I'm an old man. Dagon wanted you to tell Antoine something with regards to the war?
Yes. That he was ready to help.
Yes. He was ready to make the deal.
And then we said, okay, we'll send the message to him when we get back. And
someone doesn't want us to go tell Lord Antoine that he is ready to move.
Inquisitor. Lord Dagon was sympathetic to Lord Antoine's goals to unite the Free States. That ever occur to you that might not be what somebody would want to do? Perhaps someone like Kedmir?
Furthermore, would Kedmir have any reason to want to become the Baron?
Furthermore, why the fuck would we want to kill Dagon? He gave us a hella great brunch.
He always did love his brunch.
Nah,
Well,
yeah, bet it was good.
I will think on what you have told me, and I will send medical assistance for your injuries. And thank you.
Listen, Inquisitor 2, one more time. Marcus. There's a guy named Marcus. We gave his information to Glenn to try to help him. I bet you he's going to get taken out if you don't get to him soon.
Marcus?
Yeah.
He owns the old target.
He's got to be on a hit list somewhere.
Thank you very much.
Can we go?
We done here?
As you're finishing writing that statement from Zara about Marcus, you hear two thuds outside the door.
I immediately draw.
Okay.
Immediately.
We don't have anything. I just realized that.
Stay here. Oh, right, you're tied up. Sorry. It was, okay.
I'm not. I can help. I put my arms out like this.
Sweet.
I'm gonna call. What's going on out there?
Nothing.
Oh, right, because we did it clearly since
Since we're
Shut your fucking mouth, mass murderer. I'm gonna go to the door.
Okay, you go to the door.
I'm gonna listen for a second.
Nothing.
It occurred to you that you might want some help in this
Roll
situation,
perception.
Inquisitor?
17 total.
Going to listen at the door, you stand there, but you do notice, you don't hear anything, but you notice pooling red seeping in from under the bottom of the door.
Okay, I'm going to immediately cast Command on Frank. That's going to be...
Do you have to throw a save?
Yeah, it's going to be a
Wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw. Oh, it has no effect if the target is undead. I do not do that. Whoopsie.
You actually do it, though.
What?
You said you were going to do it.
Oh, I cast it, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. It fizzles.
Yeah.
God fucking... I'm getting old. All right. I'm going to take a defensive position behind and to the left of Frank. Waiting at the door. Behind the table.
I can open the door for you.
You look
See if there's
worried,
anybody out
Inquisitor.
there. They can strike me first, and then you can go ahead and take them down.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah. Full good ideas.
So I'm going to...
Allow Frank to do that?
I'm going to gingerly slice the remaining ropes. I guess I noticed at some point that
Frank, did you want to be out of the ropes by now?
Yeah.
You can get your legs out.
Cool.
And at any point in that.
Yeah. during that part where I have my hands, I assume I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, as
He's
I'm doing
fully out.
Okay, great. Go ahead, my friend.
My friend.
You may be innocent, you may not be. I just want to let you know. You know what happens to undeads around paladins, right?
Sure.
Great.
I don't really care.
Please go ahead and check the door.
Go over and open the door.
Okay. Opening the door, you see 2 bodies of guards. Dead. Lots of blood on the floor. In between them, though, sits a single perfectly white mask. Not like plague cult, like masquerade mask.
What is it?
But it's a full face mask. And it's just sitting in the blood now.
Cool. I go over, I pick it up, and I kind of throw it at the inspector.
Would I be able
I'm just gonna catch it.
Would I be able to recognize it as like an assassination cult or like a thief? Anything?
I'm throwing
group,
it through the air.
Gang.
I'm throwing it through the air.
Go ahead and make a history check.
Da-na-na.
Not 20? As you see the mask fly through the air, you've heard tell of this. You don't know the specifics.
Okay.
But having had your line of work for this long, you know of a group. You don't know their name. You don't know the specifics of them. But you instantly recognize this as a group that is who you go to if you want to kill someone very important.
I don't say a damn thing.
This is a guild of people that all that's ever left by them is shadows.
Okay.
I do not know who it is.
Corin, you catch the mask.
Yep.
What are you doing with it?
I'm gonna examine it.
Cool.
If
Flipping it over,
Mm-hmm.
You see written in blood on the back of the mask.
Ready?
You are all going to be killed. Run while you can.
Well. You guys
but we
can't
didn't
read
do it right.
You are all going to be killed. Run while you can. Well, that would impede my investigation. So up and
Frank,
at 'em, and I cut all their leg bonds.
Yeah, because
Sweet.
Great. Now where's our shit?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. Could I tell you?
You can tell.
I can tell you.
You understand. You know that the lockup of their equipment is back towards where they were. Like, if you go back towards their cell, and instead of going the way they went to the interrogation room, you go to the right, there is a hallway that leads to that. You're not super familiar, however, with this dungeon, like the systems of this castle, necessarily. You haven't necessarily spent a lot of time in any other place other than maybe this room.
Great. But I'm vaguely aware that that's
But you're aware of where some of the basic stuff is.
Great.
You also know that this entire space winds in on itself a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be very easy to get lost in here.
Great. Alright, I'm not going to say that I 100% completely believe your story, but I am going to say, as I cut their hand bonds as well,
Okay.
that I do think something is going on here with regards to the Free State. And as such, I have no reason at this moment to suspect you of the murder of my friend. As
Good.
such, I will lead you to your things, and I ask for your help as deputies in this matter.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. As long as we get the hell out of here. And I go over.
Are you serious?
What?
Wait, what would you rather do, Tabitha?
Get our shit and leave.
I
Look,
kind
if
of
we
want to
can
know
get out
kill
alive
them.
of this room, let's talk about it later, and let's keep moving
Yeah.
and figure out the
Priority
deal
right
later.
now is getting out of here alive.
I
Because I don't
second
know
that
who the hell
motion,
did that.
and I start walking out.
We can discuss this later. And before
Big
we
Dad, thanks.
You can stay here if you want, Tabitha. Nobody's going to stop you.
I second... sorry, I already said that.
before we go anywhere,
Yeah.
I'm searching the bodies of the guards for any weapons and armor.
Okay. Are you going, like, you find 2 spears.
Uh-huh.
And you can find basic armor. Are you going to try and put it on right now?
I mean, if it's like, is it light armor?
Yeah.
then yes.
It will still take time to put it on.
Yes. No, I'm not going out there with just nothing.
Okay.
And they have spears.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll take a spear.
Okay. There's still another spear.
I'll just take it. Is it anyone else?
I'll take the spear and then break off the spear end. Break off the spear part, because Frank's not proficient in spears, but he's proficient in quarterstaffs.
Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
So now there's a spearhead.
I just took off the spearhead.
Yeah. There's a spearhead now.
No, just the sticky
Yeah.
part.
But you have the stick. But now there is a spearhead that is just not being used.
Yeah.
Does anyone want the spearhead?
Give it to Tabitha.
You don't want the spearhead?
I'm not fucking touching it.
Okay.
Alright,
There's
I'll take
also a pair of light armor. Is anyone putting that on?
No.
Okay, so
I'm
Roarke,
gone. Like, I started walking
which way are you going?
towards their depot. They can follow me if they like.
Okay, are you guys going with him at this current time? Because
Yeah.
I'm following it.
While
if you're
he's-
heading out right now, Rourke's trying to put on armor.
Oh, okay. Then I'll wait
So-
a second. Yeah.
It just depends.
Yeah, I'm throwing it on.
I'm following him. I guess I just popped the top off while I was walking.
Okay. As you guys are waiting for Rourke, roll perception. What'd you want to say?
Not much.
21.
21?
Nat 20
5.
plus 5, so 35.
19. What was the lowest number amongst all of you?
5, probably.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Okay, 5 and a 9. Sweet. Rourke, Tabitha, and Frank, you all hear what sounds to be like marching coming from the left.
Is there a
the
window
room.
in the room?
We're in a dungeon, right? Like underground.
Yeah, it's black.
Oh, I thought we were in
No,
like
you're
a tower.
okay. You're not in tower. You are underground.
Oh, while I have a second. Hey. Can I? And I gestured towards your wound.
Yeah, as I'm throwing on this armor.
I throw 5 hit points into him from lay on hands.
Great.
Okay.
I'm back to full.
Cool. So, Tabitha, with your nat 20 in perception, you
I know what's coming.
understand that this sounds like 20 to 30 guards
Wow.
making their way from the left.
So there's only the other left.
There's only to the right out of this room. However, that is in complete opposition to going towards your stuff.
I'm just gonna take off running down the right hall.
Towards the right?
Yep.
Okay. So you're leaving the group?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, I immediately noticed that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alarm bells, what's going on? You got the armor on?
But do I have it on by now? It does. How long does it take to put on light armor? Just throw on a thing. I kind of.
So it takes a full minute to put the armor on.
Oh.
It's okay. It takes a full minute to put the armor on. 30 seconds into putting the armor on is when Tabitha is taking off. It's when you
Gotcha.
start to hear the noise.
So at 30 seconds, we heard the noise.
Yes.
And she immediately started taking off?
Yep, to the right.
Great. So as I was trying to, get all the stuff fastened and everything, I kind of take off in the direction of Tabitha and say, if he said your friend's going the wrong way, put my hand over his mouth and say, a lot of footsteps coming from the other way. We need to go.
So you're trying to run and put this armor on at the same time?
Is it full armor or is it just a chest thing?
It's like a full thing.
Get up.
I just want the chest thing. That was the first thing I put on, so if I don't have the other stuff, then
Like football pads, you just sort of flip them on over your head.
Okay. What's your AC normally?
Completely unarmored, 13.
Add 1 to that.
Okay, great.
So you just told me, I'm like, oh, Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, and I start running after Tabitha.
I'm gonna start loping as well.
Okay.
He's an old man, he can't really sprint.
What else is everyone doing?
Don't juice it up.
Whatever's in way the inspector's going, I'm following suit.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Tabitha.
Yeah.
You're at full sprint, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You come to a right turn. If you're continuing going forward, I'll run you to where you have a choice. You take the right, you take a left very quickly after. It's just like a corridor.
Mm-hmm.
You take another right, and you run down a long hall until you reach what is a split. There's a left and there's a right. Go ahead and roll perception. Who's chasing Tabitha?
I'm chasing. I took off first.
Yeah, but you're sprinting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make athletics.
No,
My speed's 30 feet. It's the same as everybody else.
I know,
think.
but go ahead and make an athletics.
18.
I guess I'll be rolling
18,
my left
18.
leg, so.
Frank, you're trying to keep up, right?
Yeah.
Athletics? Okay.
13.
13. And Zara, you trying to keep up?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead
15.
and make an athletics.
18 plus 5, 23.
Okay.
He's a spry old man.
Makes less noise.
So you guys are taking off. Roarke and Corin, you're actually starting to be like running side by side at this point. You can still barely see Tabitha ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
Frank, you're keeping up with them in sight, and Zara, you're keeping up with them in sight.
Right.
Tabitha, you have it left and right. Which way do you choose?
And she says to herself, "It's always left."
Wait,
turns left.
what did she say?
It's always the left. And then she turns left.
And you take the left? Okay. You take a left. Roarke and Corin, you both see her take a left at this junction. As you approach it, go ahead and roll perception.
Me as well.
No, you're not
12.
there
That is a 12.
yet. A 12?
It's intelligence, right? Yeah.
My perception?
Oh, no, it's wisdom, so 13.
13?
Yeah, 13.
Okay. You both just saw her turn to the left.
Great.
And you're going after her.
Great. Yeah, as we start turning the corner, I look back to see if I can see Frank and Zara behind us.
Okay.
Like, just as we're turning the corner, I look.
Yeah, you see them.
Okay.
Maria, turn left!
Are you shouting that?
Oh,
Alright!
Yeah.
Yeah. As you shout that out, you all that are at this junction start to hear voices. This way, this way, this way, this way!
Whoops!
Frank and Zara, you guys get to
Son
the
of a
intersection of left and right. Go ahead and roll perception.
I got a 4.
17,
She's
19.
following blindly.
19?
Mm-hmm.
Frank, you cast an eye down the other hallway, and you start to see spears and light, like the shadows, creeping up the hallway.
Left.
Tabitha, in the lead. You running at full sprint, run down this hall, and come to just a left turn. You take that left turn, and you sprint. Long distance, okay? You eventually come to a space. The hall is ending. Mm-hmm. You see a door at the end of the hallway, and right before that door, you see another turn in the in the actual hallway system. So like, if you were to run, there's like, okay, now I'm in this hallway, and this hallway will take me wherever it goes, or there's a door right past that is in the wall. Where are you going?
The door.
The door? Okay. Running past the hallway, you see some light. However, it's not moving down the hallway. As you get to the door, you reach and grab the door and open the door. It seems to be an empty room, and there is in fact items in the room.
Nice.
You see some items that are just guards stuff, but you also see several chests on the ground. What would you like to do?
I would like to look for a bow.
So you're looking for your stuff?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
7.
A 7? Okay, you're looking.
Is this the room?
Roarke and Corin.
Mm-hmm.
Is which room?
Is that the room that I thought I was taking them to?
We'll find out.
It's the opposite direction.
Remember when I said
Okay,
the
that it
whole
loops
thing
around?
loops
Yeah,
in around
got it.
itself?
Got it.
Got it.
You guys are running after them. You see the hallway, and you see where Tabitha has opened this door and gone in.
We go where Tabitha is.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand outside and keep watch.
Okay. So
Do I recognize the room as the room? Like, I
You're-
feel like if I've been in the room, I would recognize the room.
You are all turned around at this point. You're coming at it from a different way than you've ever gone to.
Oh,
before,
okay. All right.
If that makes sense.
Sure.
You're not
Sure.
Go ahead and make just a straight intelligence check.
Oh, that's all right. Meh. Whoop, that's not gonna do it. That's gonna be a 6.
You've never come at this room from this angle.
Okay.
And so
Yep.
you guys are running towards the room. So you're both going into the room now?
I'm gonna stand at the door.
Okay.
And wait for.
Once you turn and see okay, this is
Yeah.
whatever room this is.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys get to the door. Roarke, you see Tabitha feverishly trying to go through things and try and find things. Tabitha, opening one of the chests, you find a black cloak that's still moist somehow. You find a staff in it and some other things that seem to have belonged to Frank. Roarke, you see this and are going in the room. You looking for your stuff.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll investigation. Corin, you see this. You're taking guard outside, correct?
16.
I get Frank's stuff out.
Okay, you get Frank's stuff out.
16.
Looking around, you start to open some of the chests and try and find some of the stuff. And it takes you a little bit, but you start to find... you open one of the chests, and it has scimitars in it, and
Great.
you start recognizing this as your
With
stuff.
Frank's, can I perceive if the arrow is there?
You don't see it. You have an idea that shooting it into somebody, they probably didn't put it back.
I start like gathering my stuff, put on my jacket.
Okay, so you are in the process of changing out to your armor.
Oh, is he in the room with me?
Yeah, he's
But
just
he's
entered
not.
in the room. No, he's not in the room.
Is he in earshot if I try to speak
I'm
to
at
him?
the door.
He's at the door, so it would be probably a contested roll of some sort to try and whisper something.
Okay.
He would probably get perception on it.
That's okay. Work. Whisper, but I'm not going to whisper because of the levels.
Yeah.
I know these people. I don't know who they are, but I know what they do, and I know that if that mask said we're going to die, we are going to die. I don't trust this man at all. I'm not going to go with this man. If you guys want to, that's fine. But we have got to get out of here or we're going to die.
Yeah, I don't trust him either, but we gotta get out of
Then
here.
don't be a dumb shit and just blindly go with him.
That's our only way out. As I'm
Perception,
putting all my stuff on.
That is a 13.
A 13. You hear them talking, but you can't hear what they're saying.
How's it going in there?
We're just getting our shit. And
Frank, you're starting to round the corner. Mm-hmm. You're in the process of changing out your stuff, if that's what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Frank, you're rounding the corner in there. You see Tabitha has...
I toss him his stuff.
Is tossing you your stuff.
I immediately look through it and see if my arrow's in there.
There is no arrow in there.
Tabitha!
I didn't, Frank, hold on.
Zara.
Oh, really?
You are right behind him and round into the room. Go ahead and roll investigation if you're looking for your stuff.
Looking. You guys?
Sorry, I got really excited.
20. Not
20?
that.
You walk straight to it as if your amulet is leading you straight to
Aw,
it.
thanks, Amulet.
Frank, I swear to you,
You know
I
what,
didn't take
Tabitha?
the
Do
arrow.
whatever
Tabitha,
you
are
want.
you looking for your stuff still?
Oh, yeah. That'll be good.
There is one thing left that seems to be matching the other people's, so you go straight to it. It is most of your stuff.
Whew.
You're trying to put armor on? You're trying to do any of that?
Yep.
That's a minute.
Yep, that's okay.
I'm not worried about
let's
my
go, let's
armor.
go.
I wanted my jacket and like my other stuff, but I'm not worried about putting on armor because my armor class is the same as it would have been otherwise.
It's probably still going to be a minute, just like equipping swords.
Okay.
Whatever that would be, like tying stuff up and whatnot.
Got it.
And putting your stuff back into a bag is whatever.
I put mine on.
Frank, I only took it when you were
Frank.
passed out.
Yeah.
And Tabitha, go ahead and make a perception check.
11.
21.
21. Tabitha, there is something that was in Frank's possession that you did not find when you were going through his stuff. You did not recall running over Margot's diary as you were going through his stuff before throwing it to him. Do what you will. You find your stuff, you're putting it on.
While they're putting it on, I'm just kind of making sort of nervous conversation, and I'm saying, you know what's really fucking me up? I didn't know what those guards' names were. I didn't really know them. And
Corin.
Yeah.
Roll perception.
I look at the diary and
The diary's not there.
The diary's not there.
It's not there.
Oh.
Yeah, that diary.
You were saying you had it,
I had
but
it,
now
yeah.
it's not there.
Non-natural 20.
An unnatural
Did I know
20.
that?
You start to hear footsteps, and looking down the hall, you start to see where they are moving. Son of a bitch.
Did I
You start to see where they're moving. You knew he had it at the peach pit.
Cool.
You start to see where they are moving. You start to see light. Gosh dang, I'm trying to do stuff on my computer. You start to see light all the way down at the end of the hall you just came down, starting to get closer and closer to that bend in the hall.
And they know they're converging on our position?
It seems to be like they have... like the hall you came... like the if you were to retrace your steps, the right that you had to come to get this way is where the light is coming from.
Okay.
And you could infer the light that... Well, no, you couldn't infer because it was Frank that saw that, so never mind. You just see the lights starting to move down this hall.
I'm going to call out, in the name of all that is holy, this is an investigation under my purview, so halt!
Corin, shut the hell up!
And you want to go with this shit? Are you serious?
Shut the fuck up, murderer!
Frank?
What? Whoa,
Guys,
don't
guys,
you
close
dare
the
talk
door.
to me.
Close the door,
Don't
lock
you
the
dare
door.
talk
Frank,
to
Are
me.
you
close the
ready to
door.
go? We need to leave.
No.
I'd rather go with
Let's
the only
funnel
guy who
them
knows what this
in.
place is.
Let's funnel them in.
30 soldiers?
Take them...
We don't even know what it... Those are
Let's
good men.
go.
Let's go.
Go where?
Out of here.
There's another exit, right?
Okay. So you think it's an exit?
There are several exits down here.
Yeah.
There's one way that the hall kept going, though. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it keeps going.
So,
So let's
if
go
you're
that
ready-
way. The
Also,
only way to go.
looking around this room, there are 5 doors in this room.
Let's go where the hall continues.
And I really don't recognize this room with 6 different doors.
Possibly because it's an awkward way that you're coming at this door, but your intelligence would state no, that you don't.
Shoot, what kind of prison is this?
Do I have my stuff by now? Like, I've got my
Yeah.
stuff. I start opening each of the doors to see if there's light coming from any of the ways.
There are people coming.
Okay, where are you starting?
Starting at whatever's the leftmost door. When you walk
door.
into the room.
You know what? I
From
see
where we
him
came.
doing it, and I start doing it the opposite way.
Okay. Rourke, opening the leftmost door, you find what looks to be just a black hallway.
Okay.
That immediately takes a left turn.
Okay.
Opening the next leftmost door, you see a little black hallway that seems to be taking a rightmost turn.
Okay.
Zara, opening the rightmost door, because you're going opposite direction of him, correct? Opening the rightmost door after seeing him open the first door and then going to this one. You open one and you immediately see what seem to be stairs that are going up.
Stairs going up?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
You continuing with other doors?
Guys, there's stairs.
Let's stairs. Let's do it stairs. We're underground, I
Stairs, we
assume.
go.
So let's go.
Frank? As we're running.
Don't talk to me.
May I say this to Frank as we're going?
Don't talk to me.
It's
No,
like a
Frank.
married couple.
Frank, just listen.
You
Don't
can say
talk to
whatever
me.
you want.
Margot's journal is gone.
Then especially don't talk to me.
What?
I keep walking.
Are you walking or running?
I'm running. I'm whatever they're doing.
I'm following after you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
who's leading? Who's
I guess
going
I
up the
am
stairs?
because I opened
Yeah.
the stairs.
Zara's going first.
Yeah.
I'll
Also,
be after
as we're
Zara.
running, I say, Corin, don't fucking yell at these people anymore. They want to kill us, obviously. And I just keep going.
Cool. You're after Zara. Zara and Tabitha roll perception checks.
Oh, this is too easy. I know that this is too easy. There's not going to be a stairway out of here.
17?
17.
2.
2. Tabitha. Zara immediately runs for the stairs and is just starting to barrel up the stairs. You, however, hear, not from the stairs, but the hallway adjacent to the stairs, the one that the other hallway went down, you hear what sounds to be another group of marching guards. You're not sure the number, you're in a sprint, but you know that it's another group. But there's nothing coming from the stairs.
Great. If you want to live up the stairs, because I'm pretty sure there's more, and I'm up.
Sweet. Everyone else following
Yep.
upstairs?
Can I be in the
Following.
rear?
You're in the rear of it?
Yeah, and I'll close the door behind us.
Sweet. The door to the room, or a door that you
The
haven't
door
seen
that
at
we
the
came in
stairs?
through, and then the door up the stairs.
Okay. You close the door in the room, and then you guys make your ways up the stairs.
Can I try to sneak up the stairs?
It will slow you down
Nope.
immensely.
Okay.
Did everybody get their stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. Keep running.
Frank, you slam the door shut.
Slam? Okay.
Or are you doing it fast, or are you trying to be quiet?
I'm trying to
about
quiet.
it? Okay, cool. You gingerly close it. You start to see light pouring into the room as you're closing it.
Shoot.
Slow. Zara, Tabitha, first up the stairs, you barrel out into this stone room. Light comes in from some of the windows in the room. This stairway carved into the stone down into this wooden door that you've just come through. No one seems to be in this room as you come up the steps. This seems to be either a not often used entrance, or it seems that most of the guards are down where you just came from.
The minute I see the window, can I perceive if there's how far the drop would be? If there would even be a drop?
You run to the window and look. You would die.
Okay, cool.
This is one of the things that face out just off the side of the mountain.
Got it.
Just sheer mountain cliff
So
face.
jumping out the window is definitely not an option.
But it is.
In the distance, you can see the ocean. However,
Is there another door
shit.
in this room?
what now?
Is there another door in this room?
Whoa.
There is another door in this room.
Okay.
Wait, there's one other door?
Yeah, so there's another exit.
Let's
on
go
this
toward
level.
that door.
Yeah, this seems to be a junction.
Yeah, I
Already.
can't.
Oh, just
it would
one.
Be, it was,
No. This seems
so
to be like a
dangerous.
junction room. Like there is down
How many could
into
you carry?
the
One at a
dungeon.
time.
This room, and then there is a door into another room.
All right. Cool.
You're telling us what to do. We're scheming.
So the other door, and then there's only the windows in that other door.
Correct.
Do I recognize
There's
this
some
level?
furniture. Yeah.
Oh, great. So can I know like a way either out or to safety where?
You know that through that door, it will take you towards the main hall of the castle that you guys ate brunch in, where you first met Glenn.
You can always try it in the room, and then if it does,
that's fine.
Yep.
Should we go that way?
What
Yeah.
are peeps doing?
Now that I recognize my bearings, I'm like, all right, exits this way, and I open the door and stride through.
Great. As we're going that way, like as we're coming up in this room, I'm making sure that my hand crossbow is
There'll be
loaded.
more windows.
Okay.
Unless we go onto the room and we're.
You go through the door
Then we
first.
run back
Yeah,
here.
they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me they were doing this. It's fishy. It's fishy, and I walk through.
Okay. As you open the door and make your way into the main hall,
We should.
If we get answers.
Oh, sure.
There it is. Okay. 2 arrows whiz into the door next to you.
Oi.
A third into your shoulder.
Oh.
No AC. No versus
It
AC.
beats your AC because it's a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You take 7 points of damage.
Great.
As it lodges into the left joint of your shoulder socket. Across the room on the back side, you see 4 archers, and you see a detachment of guards with them as well.
Sorry, we gotta.
Run back.
I use disguise self. I disguise myself as a guard.
So, because you haven't walked into this
Haven't
room
walked
yet.
in the room yet.
Okay. Any guard in particular, or just a generic one of these dudes?
Just a generic one.
Okay.
Yeah. And can I go over to one of y'all and just be like, hold you by the hand and then walk you out there and say
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you
Do
out?
it to me, Frank. Hold on. While we're doing that, if Zara tries to get her wings open, she can carry us all out through the window.
Can she carry all of you?
It would be
One
up
at
to
a
one
time. If it works,
Strength
so
check.
we can be a
How
distraction.
long does your...
A minute.
A minute.
10 rolls.
If we could be a distraction
It's okay.
while it happened.
I would, just so you know, the distance that would be traveled down,
It's too long of a distance.
you could
Could be a
get
minute.
probably 2 or 3 at most.
Good to know.
So letting you know.
Got it.
What am I
Plan
looking
out,
at in
plan
this
out.
room? What am I looking at?
That's our plan. Sure.
This polished
Okay.
floor that leads, it's a long
That's the best
rectangular
shot.
room.
Yeah.
Near where there would be a throne, you see 4 archers up on this little platform that the throne sits on, and a detachment of spear holding guards, probably about 15 to 20.
So I'm entering in like halfway through.
Wait, you
You
said
are
15
entering-
to 20 guards?
You enter through the
We gotta
side, like this room is an offshoot to the side of that room, if that makes sense.
Right. So
So
my
if
left,
this is the
then-
rectangle,
Yeah.
you came in here. To your right is this.
The throne and the people.
The front door, however, is to the left.
Right.
All right. Here's the
I'm
plan.
gonna duck back into that room.
Frank is gonna disguise himself and take me with him
I can
as
take
a prisoner.
all of us and then tell them that you're with us.
Frank, did you do anything to the door that you closed on your way into this room?
No.
Okay.
Zara's gonna try to her wings, and she's gonna carry us all out. Yes? No? We don't really have
what
time
the hell
to
was
think.
out there, Corin?
Well, a whole lot of archers and a whole lot of spearmen. This is my fucking investigation. I
Rourke,
can't
you
believe
gotta
this.
trust us on this one. Just let us try.
No,
and if
I'm
it
going
doesn't
with
work,
you.
we'll
I'm
go.
going
okay,
with
go.
you.
Try it.
Okay, I attempt to get wings.
Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
3? Go ahead and roll a d4.
1.
1. calling upon all your energies to create these wings. Nothing happens.
All right, Frank, do it. Disguise self.
Okay.
We tried.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab Roarke, and I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna say, "Whoa, guys, what are you doing?"
Can I sneak
Go ahead and roll.
past him?
Go ahead and roll stealth. Are you trying to enter into the room with all those guards?
No, I'm just trying to get in case something. Never mind.
No. I just am curious what you're trying to do.
So if I tried to sneak in there, they would see me for sure.
It's a flat room. There are some pillars that you could get into the room and hide behind.
That.
But you just wouldn't be able to traverse like across the center of the room without them seeing.
I will hide behind a column.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Are there
to
pillars
get there.
like to the left? So like between our door and the front door, are there pillars?
Not one
Are
on
you
stealth.
fucking serious?
Are there? So there. Let's say this: there are 4 pillars, each on each side. You have probably 2 pillars to get to the front door, 2 pillars towards the other side.
And what's that distance?
To the door?
Yeah, to the door.
Probably 50 feet.
50 feet? Okay.
The guards with spears, as you guys walk into this room, have gotten closer, as if they are slowly approaching. Like, not slowly, but they are just in formation with spears out. Frank, make a performance check.
Go ahead, Frank.
Perform your little heart out.
What is that under?
Charisma.
8.
This room is so tense right now.
Oh my god.
It's so tense.
Barely breathing.
Frank, as you step out, you begin to talk. You see one of the archers hesitates, and the other 3 just begin drawing back at full length at you.
Yeah.
One releases a shot at you and Roarke. He's shooting at you, but I'm assuming by the way you have Roarke, you have 3/4 cover with Roarke.
Yeah.
Tabitha, attempting to sneak into the room. Every guard spots you. 2 of the archers that are aiming at Frank and Roarke immediately peel down and let off shots at you guys. Or you. Frank.
I hate myself.
Mrs. Roarke's AC. 15.
15 will hit.
6 damage.
Okay.
As an arrow sinks into like your chest.
How close are the spear guys?
They're probably 20 feet away.
20 feet away?
Tabitha. 2 arrows at you. Will miss and will miss.
Ooh.
As you get enough behind this pillar to avoid the 2 arrows that skip off of the marble.
Great. As soon as that one hits me, I just let out a run, and I shoot the closest spear guy with my hand crossbow that I was holding behind my back.
Okay.
And then I take off for the door.
Are you through the door as well now, Expector?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a bonus action Shield of Faith on myself, adding 2 to my AC, and sprint after.
Okay. Roarke, roll to hit.
That'll be a 22.
A 22 to hit. Okay, go ahead and roll the damage.
7.
7?
Yeah.
You put the crossbow bolt right into his right into the trap right next to his neck. It's not close enough to the neck to be like fatal, but it digs in a really dangerous arterial spot.
Did all the other people see me, or just those 3?
They all saw you.
Great.
You take off full sprint towards the door, but you used your action to shoot.
Yeah, so I'll just go
So
the
you
30.
just go the 30 feet. So you're 20 feet from the door.
Okay.
In fact,
actually,
let's do this
so
real quick.
at the closest, if I can stop my movement for that turn behind a pillar, so I have cover, I would like to before I continue to go, if that makes sense.
If you want to stop behind a pillar, you're going to be farther from the door.
Will I be within 30 feet?
20 feet.
If there's 2 pillars between us and the door is 50 feet away?
You will be... So the pillars are over here. Like, if they're over here, which, for the listeners, this makes no sense. Deal with it.
Stage left.
The pillars are over here. The door is back and away from them in the middle.
Where are the guards?
The front
The
doors?
guards are all over here. Yes. So this door that you're running towards, if you go to here with a pillar, you are putting yourself at like a wrong angle. So you're going to put yourself at about 30 feet to the door. If that makes sense.
I would be 30 feet to the door if I was behind a pillar.
Right, but you're going to be in the door if you move all 30 of that.
Okay, so I misunderstood the layout of the pillars. I'm just going to go straight for the door.
I misunderstood.
So you're not shooting the dude anymore?
No, I mean, after I shoot the dude, I'm going for the door.
Okay.
So are the...
I'm borrowing your pencil.
Through the door that we just came through is over here, right?
Let's say for this.
Also, as my bonus action, I'm reloading.
Come right behind us, right?
You guys are coming out of here. There was this little doodad that happened. Tabitha came in here. Corin's getting ready to sprint, and Zara is still in the room. You guys have to travel 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You guys have to travel to a door that is... Let's make it a treasure chest. Right there.
Okay.
Pillars are over here. So Tabitha, you're currently like behind a pillar over here.
Great.
Cool?
Yep.
Cool. Layout.
And
where are the guards?
People.
The guards are where Joe's hand is right now.
Okay.
Leitess' hand.
Yeah. So, Andrew, when we come into this space, do we all see the door? Like, we're all aware of where the door is when you walk into the room?
What now?
So when you come into this room,
you know this room the second you enter it.
Oh, great, because that's where we had breakfast.
It's where you entered before brunch. So it's where you first met
so
Dagon
it's the hallway.
and Kedmir.
It's the entering space.
It's the throne area.
It's great floors. Alright.
It's great floors.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to dash.
I gotta get in there.
Tabitha, you're wanting to dash. So 60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
False. Give me a second.
What?
This is a rule conundrum, but I believe as a rogue, if you can use dash as a bonus action, then you should still be able to use 30 feet on top of that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
rogue,
It's an extra.
rogues have the cunning action, so as her bonus action, she can dash, and she still
You
has
can
an action.
travel.
60 feet.
You can also. Well, you should be able to travel 90, correct?
No, it's original 30 plus 30, I thought.
Yeah, for the cunning action, and then if
Yeah.
you wanted to not attack or anything, you could go 90.
Cool. And how many feet is it?
Seriously?
I think so.
34 feet plus.
Well, yeah,
Because cunning action
cunning
60
action's a
would
bonus
be
action.
that,
That's
and
right,
that's just
that's
your
right.
bonus action, so
And
you
then
should
if you
still be able
use
to
your
move.
action
But I
to
could like
dash
shoot
again.
one of them and then still dash.
You could shoot one of them and move 60 feet.
How
Which
far is
will...
this?
It's like 50.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You can get almost to the door.
So
or you
if
can
I
get
just-
out.
I'm doing the 90 and I'm getting the heck out
Okay.
of Dodge.
You bail, and I will come to you in a second.
Good job.
Nice.
I said, skirt. And ran.
Frank, what are you doing?
I'm going to... So these are the guards right over here?
Correct.
Okay, so can I move towards the guards? Just like, let's say, within 15 feet of all of them.
For Thunderwave?
For Thunder.
Go, Thunder, go! Yeah. Come on, Frank.
It'll push all of them back.
10 feet, correct?
Yeah, I think.
They can move 30.
Yeah, they're pushed 10 feet away.
Okay. So are you just wanting to get to the spearmen, or are you wanting to get up in the spearman's grill and push the archers?
Up in their grill. Because the archers are in their group as well? Or are they up
They're
somewhere?
back.
They're
So you're going to
back.
have to get like right in front of
They're
the
like-
spearmen to hit them.
It's like this pen.
Yeah. I'm going to
Um,
get right up in their grill.
Okay.
Right up in their grill.
So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, sure.
That's suicide, undead.
Third Thunderwave.
Cool. I'm going to make a mass constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you don't roll a good hit, dude.
Unless it's really good.
You don't roll a hit? Where's the Constitution?
They all fail.
Yeah.
Yes!
Go,
As
Joe,
you
go!
waltz up to their group, this zombie, this skeleton, go ahead and roll your damage.
Yes.
Moist boy. Moist boy.
So this is going to be 3d8.
Make him feel the thunder.
4, 8, 6.
So
Plus your...
14?
Plus my what?
No, it's not plus
No,
anything.
It's not
Spells
16,
aren't plus anything.
4, 8, 6.
16 total?
right?
4 plus 8... Wait.
It's 12.
4 plus 4 plus 6 is 14.
I didn't go to school for math, so I'm not about that one.
Yeah.
No, it was an 8. 9, 10, 11,
4, 8,
12,
4, 8, 6.
13, 14,
Calculator.
15, 16.
486.
Yeah.
Wait, you rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were adding 8.
No, 4 plus 8 is 12, and then 8, or 6,
4
right?
plus 8 plus 6, that's 18.
That's 18.
We were
Because
all
4 plus
wrong.
6 is 10, plus 8
I was
is...
confused if you were adding your totals as you went or if you were talking about
For
your
the
other
listeners,
things.
we're all actors. We don't really do math.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
2 plus 2 is 5.
It makes me feel insecure.
84.
Frank,
Yes.
you come up. How do you create this thunder wave?
I do like a like I'm kind of like building up or whatever, move my hands toward each other and go.
Oh, that's
Kind of
straight
thing.
Avatar.
So you Kamehameha?
Yeah.
Kind of like that, but the hands are
Kamehameha.
sideways.
Got it.
You say anything cool?
I scream. The bull-eyed curdling scream like I'm terrified.
Which is part of the thunder wave
Yeah.
itself is just this scream.
Damn. That's metal.
You do. The front line of soldiers gets blown back into the second line of soldiers. Several of them being impaled on the spears of the second line of soldiers.
Yeah.
The whole group getting pushed back, and even the archers getting knocked back.
Great
some.
decision.
That's your turn. Corin.
I'm not gonna go the full distance because I'm gonna let whoever what I think your name is Galeana and Maria. I'm not gonna wait for them. I'm gonna go most of the way.
So how many feet?
Can I reach the door?
No.
I can't. Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna go all the way to the door, but I'm not gonna leave through the door until everybody else is ready
Okay.
to go.
5, 10, 15,
So you're dashing.
20,
Yeah.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. You're at the door.
Go, 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 go!
Zara, what are you doing?
Oh gosh, I'm so conflicted now because of the thunder wave.
Leave me.
Are you sure?
You're kidding, right?
I come into
I'll
the
be
room.
fine.
I come into the room, and I cast fog cloud.
What is that?
Okay. I believe you can say where you want to cast it, correct?
I'm casting it towards Frank, and I say, "Run, Frank, run!" And it's a 40-foot 40-foot range of just straight up fog that obscures
Nice.
everything.
Nice.
Does that give full cover?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Or at least I imagine that it does.
Will you grab the book for me?
Sure.
And you're casting it off of Frank?
I have
Well,
the,
I would like to
spell
cast it
In front of him.
in front of him,
As like a barrier.
as much as I can. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
That's why I was like, I have to get into this room.
You
When,
created...
when he knocked those guys down, did we see if they were if the ones that were on the back line that impaled their friends are prone? Did everybody get knocked over or just knocked back?
It's Thunderwave knock prone.
Je ne sais pas.
back.
I can look it
I
up
think it's
real
just
quick.
knocked back.
It's
That's
just
what it
knocked
said in the
back.
book, I think.
Remember, Barry all used to use it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But they're
It's
knocked
just knocked
back
back.
10 feet,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it's just
That-
pushed.
So
yeah,
never,
that put me on my
nevertheless.
ass.
The spell emits a thunderous boom, audible after 300 feet. Not
300
30,
feet.
300 feet.
This will solve this problem very quickly.
Boom, 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 boom.
For all of
boom.
you, I'm dealing with map. Okay, so you create this fog cloud,
Heck yeah.
and then you are moving 30 feet towards the door.
Yes.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Boom.
Great. Thank you.
Frank.
Mm-hmm.
I have an itch on my back.
I understand. These things happen.
No, you don't. You don't have skin.
That's true.
Do your bones itch?
I don't know. It's a good question. They're just moist.
Just the penis bone. Because I would
Oh
be
my God.
verklempt if we didn't mention the penis
Ooh,
bone.
verklempt.
in an episode.
What a
Once
word.
per episode.
Once per episode.
We
yeah.
got a quota to meet.
This one was too serious before then.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now
Um,
it's shenanigans.
Frank,
Yes.
you begin to hear, as you see this big cloud, you just begin to hear the boom, boom, boom of these steps
What the hell?
moving towards you. You're about to get attacked.
Oh.
All at disadvantage,
Mhm.
but there are a lot.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Buddy.
I hope he does like a Yoda thing, like a quarter step, like.
What is your AC, real quick?
13.
13. First one misses.
Imagine you
Second one misses. Third one misses.
Yes!
Come on.
What's your total? 13?
13.
Fourth one hits.
Okay.
Okay, one for 4.
1 for 4 is good.
You take 7 damage.
7 damage? Okay.
As it just breaks through parts of your bones.
Okay.
It's brutal.
Fifth one misses.
Yes.
Sixth one misses.
Gosh.
Come on,
kidding
come
me,
on,
Frank?
come on.
That one wasn't at 20, but it missed because it was 11.
Okay.
Yay, disadvantage.
Misses.
How many were in that back line?
Misses. That whole line became one line, and they moved up together.
The ones that weren't in
The
pain.
The
ones
ones
that
that
weren't
weren't
impaled.
dead.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you looked at about 20, I think I just rolled
That was
rolled like 10
incredible.
on that.
like
that was
10,
incredible.
13. You took
I'm one with
7
the
damage,
force.
Frank.
Well
Yes, I'm just imagining the quarter stab like.
Yes.
I don't know that Frank recognizes this, but Zara just saved his life.
Fog cloud and a snake staff.
Pretty sweet. Let's run.
Tabitha,
Yep. Oh yeah, I left.
opening the doors and running outside.
I'm so nervous
Frick
for
me.
you.
The town seems to be in chaos down below.
Oh no.
What the?
You can't tell from here. You don't see any guards down in the streets, but the people that you can go ahead and roll perception because you are far away, but there are parts of town that are closer to you right now.
23.
23. You notice several people in the town seem to be very, very sick looking.
No.
It seems like a lot of chaos down in the streets.
And sick looking.
That is what you see when you open the door. Frank, what do you want to do?
I'd like to.
What you gonna do?
Run.
So you full dash?
Full dash.
Okay.
I don't think I have dash.
Oh.
Well, no, I mean, dash is like he just has
Everybody
to use his
can
action
dash.
and bonus
Oh,
action.
okay.
You can just do it with a bonus action.
Right. Which is
5,
is-
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's where you get. Cool. Zara, what are you doing?
Running.
Running for the door? There's a
Little
frog
frog. I'm
somewhere.
running so fast.
I'm out.
That was the first one that I've experienced.
Very
Ever?
sick frog.
5,
Oh, no, definitely not
10,
ever.
15, 20,
It won't
25,
smell, it's just
30,
loud, I
35,
promise.
40,
Yeah.
45. Sorry, you were
Yeah, hers are loud, but don't smell mine are the SPDs.
Roarke.
No, mine are too.
How far between me and the door?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Around 30-ish.
Great. I wanna
30, 35.
I wanna get to the if I can get around to the other side of the door, just to be like on the other side of it.
You
from
won't be
the
able to
other
fire a shot and get there.
side. Okay, well I'll just run out to where Tabitha and
As
Zara
they're
are.
coming outside.
Because 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Like, even giving you diagonals, you get to the door.
Just not
With
Okay.
30. So you'd be in it if you wanted to turn around and shoot.
No, I want to get on the other side of the door.
Sweet.
As they're coming
Obscured.
out.
I want to be obscured
Can
from whoever's
I
inside.
tell them
You're fine. I'm assuming that's happening.
what I'm seeing?
Huh?
As they're coming outside, can I tell them what I'm seeing?
Absolutely.
Okay. Everyone's sick.
The town looks like pandemonium.
And pandemonium.
We got to get to the Hollow Woods. I think
Wait,
that's our only place to go at this point.
Somebody still inside?
2 people.
You.
Oh,
Two
yeah.
people.
You as well.
You and Frank.
Right.
Fine.
Go, Frank, go! Or Maria!
It's your turn.
Do turn.
Great. So now that I see that Maria is on her way out, I'm going to actually look outside and be struck by this devastation, and just kind of wordlessly walk up next to the rest of the group.
Not me.
Okay.
You maniacs! You blew it up! God damn you! God damn you all to hell!
To hell!
You quote Planet of the Apes.
Hell on your knees.
And I fall on my knees.
There's a large statue of a woman that just fell over.
God damn you all.
Planet of the Apes.
Got it.
Frank.
Yes.
At disadvantage.
Frank.
That misses. That misses. That misses. And that misses. 4 arrows out of the
Yes.
out of the fog.
Lord.
One actually cutting between your ribs, but not actually hitting you.
Yes.
Is there bacon still in his ribs?
Oh my god.
Yeah, did that?
Oh
Did that
my
get-
gosh.
No way.
No one's talked about it, but yeah, there's bacon in there.
Does it knock a piece of bacon out?
There's a
Absolutely.
sketch. There's a
Not
sketch in my notebook of Frank with just bacon sticking out.
Absolutely.
That is such a success.
Frank,
in my
your turn.
book.
Getting out.
My turn?
Yeah.
Run.
Okay.
I'm out.
The whole party has made it out.
Let's go. Is there anything to like close up the door with?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can use the door. That opens
but
to the
you
outside.
can lock it.
So, are you trying to put something in front
Something
of
in
it?
front of it
Like
or lock it
barricade
or
it?
something.
Not that you see nearby.
Okay, if we have
Guys,
cloaks,
we need to go.
if we have
Guys, we need
masks
to go.
and cloaks, we gotta put it on because this looks like plague.
I don't
again.
care, and I start running.
It's daytime. You don't see any fog in the streets.
They're just sick.
Can we see from where we are? Can we see the hollow woods?
Yeah.
Like off in the distance?
It's
Hollow woods,
massive.
let's go.
It's massive forest that's on
Run.
the outskirts
Hollow
of,
woods.
Yeah, we're making a break for the hollow woods.
Just
and we
straight
all
run.
take off.
and that's where we'll end.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. I am just. Ugh.
How's it going, wonderful, beautiful people that support us? Thanks for listening to The Quest Company. If you enjoy our podcast, please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, or whatever form of media floats your boat. Please, it is a huge help to us for more ways than one. Morale. If you'd like to contact us, you can check out our Connect page on our website, questcompanypodcast.com, which has a form for contacting us directly, as well as links to our various social media accounts. Please, if you have questions for all the rules that I break, just contact me directly on Twitter. Let's start a conversation. While you're there, be sure to check out our official artwork done by Dakota Collins. You can find more of his artwork on Instagram at alchemicaldragon, or you can check out his website, datcollins.wordpress.com. We've had some awesome new artwork done in the last couple weeks by Maddie and Max. You can see their art as well as all the other art on our website with links to those various accounts. It's really cool art, and we're extremely thankful to you guys for everything that you do. If you have fan art of the podcast and would like to share it because it means the world to us, just tag us in your Instagram posts or tweets with @TheQuestCompany or #TheQuestCompany. We love seeing your art and sharing it with the rest of our listeners. So you know, we've had some new artwork done recently. Alice did some new artwork for the show for the first time, and Elena returned to do some awesome It's Always Sunny references. You can see both of their art, as well as all the other art on our website. Again, thank you guys so much for listening, and be sure to join us next week for another episode of The Quest Company.